Hello, strong people. It is week 11, day 3. Not a training day. No training, obviously. You might be wondering, like, wow, your gym looks a lot different. And I'll be like, what are you talking about? This is my kitchen. It's my kitchen. But I got a little extra video for you today. This is going to be kind of like a two-part. So I'm going to show you pretty much all the stuff I take with me, like food-wise, drink-wise, supplement-wise, whatever. And then I'm going to pause that, and I'm going to take you out to the shed where the gym is. I'm going to do an equipment run-through with you after that. All right? So let's get started. All right. So it's messy, obviously. I had to lay everything out somewhere. So first things first, we have our main meals. So we got 4 containers here, 4 meals, of course. About 8.5 ounces of ground beef, 93.7 lean in each one, plus 450 grams of cooked basmati rice. So I'm going to do, I have another one in the fridge I made earlier in the week. I'll eat that tomorrow morning. And then I will have one of these for dinner the night before, day 1. I'll have one the morning of, before we start. And then I'll have one afterwards. And then I'll find something else for dinner. You know, you got to switch it up a little bit. You don't want to go too crazy just because you never know how your stomach's going to react. But this is the bulk of my meals. And then I'll have the last one Saturday morning before day 2. And then we have our snacks here. We got the typical, protein bars, got some bananas. We have Sour Patch Kids and Skittles. I was destroying some Skittles my first time I hit 350 pounds overhead press. So, this Skittles hold a special place in my heart. And then Sour Patch Kids are just delicious. We got some zero sugar Gatorades. I'll also have some regular sugar Gatorades to drink during the competition. These are more morning of, night before, just to get some electrolytes in me without getting all the sugar. Because you don't want all that sugar all the time. You'll crash. We got creatine back here. I just got these in today. They made it. My tacky towels I'm going to be using. I got 4 peanut butter and honey sandwiches here. Homemade, of course. Extra honey I'm going to take with me just in case. And then I got my horsepower pre-workout there from 580 Barbell. So that's all there is, and really, I mean, it's not complicated. It's really not. Now that's for me. I'm a super heavyweight. I can weigh what I want, so it doesn't really matter that much. You still want to fuel your body appropriately with the good food. I don't just want to eat pizza all the time. Although I might have some pizza, who knows. But you want some clean burning energy. Some of these things, they're not the cleanest, but they don't have to be. You just need the energy at that point in time. But that's about all there is for the food portion. So we'll check back in whenever I head out to the shed and show you guys exactly what I put in my Strongman bag, which I should probably get a new one because there is not nearly enough room in that thing. But we'll check in with you guys here in a second. All right, so we're back for part 2. We're in the shed now, aka my gym. But, as I did that, I almost forgot something. Almost forgot 2 things, actually. Let me grab that real quick. The grip shirt. Cannot forget that. I also have to grab my other one. I have another one in there that is an extra one. I used it last year. It had the sleeves cut off. So one of my buddies is going to be borrowing that one. But yeah, almost forgot that there. Thanks for reminding me. I know you said it. One of you. Thank you. All right. So what we got here is everything I'm going to need with me this weekend. It's actually, I don't actually have to take that much stuff with me. This is pretty typical. I'm going to go event by event. So in case you're wondering, I don't need to take that bucket of sand with me, but you never know. I have one just in case I need it. So event 1 is the max sandbag toss. All I need for it are my little Converse over there and my knee sleeves. A lot of people use Olympic shoes. I could not figure them out for this event personally. So I stuck with these, trained with them, and we'll see if it pays off. If I have it in a show coming up sometime in the future, maybe I'll make that jump and just make it work. Try it out for an extended period of time. But that's all we need for that event. Maybe some chalk too. Moving on to event 2 is the log press. So there we got the grip shirt. I got my knee sleeves, got my elbow sleeves, got my soft belt, my hard belt, and then I press on flat soles there as well, the Converse. I don't like Olympic shoes for overhead press. I've used them before, never could get it down. So that's all there is for event 2. Event 3 is the stone run. So we got our knee sleeves again for that. Same shoes again. And that's actually it. I have my tacky towels somewhere inside. I showed them to you guys earlier. Not much else to say about that event. Really all you need. Some people use belts. My coach is a pretty big advocate of no belts. So we'll go with that. And then that's the end of day 1. So on to day 2 is the deadlift. We got the my little deadlift slippers over there. I didn't used to use those, but there was one show that required some sort of shoes. They weren't allowed socks or just barefoot. So I got the tiniest pair of deadlift slippers I could find, and I've been using them ever since just in case, I have to wear shoes. And then I have my same, because it's a trap bar, I'll use some knee sleeves. I got my Cerberus soft belt, my SBD hard belt, and then I have 3 kinds of straps. Well, 2 of the same kind and then just a regular pair. So I got my newer figure 8s here, old figure 8s here. These ones are starting to fray pretty bad, so I just switched to these one. And then I have my old Iron Mind regular straps in case anything goes wrong. I think that's everything for that event. Moving on to the next one, we got yoke wheelbarrow. Same thing, knee sleeves, Cerberus soft belt, SBD hard belt, and my moving shoes over there. Some people use grip shirts on the yoke. I never have, so I don't know if I'm going to. I mean, I don't know. I probably won't just because it's not what I'm used to. Maybe I should have trained it that way to see if it was any different. Who knows? Can't really go back on it now. Moving on to the last event, power stairs. Knee sleeves once again, soft belt, hard belt, and then I got my Converse again for that. Not much else for that event. Pretty basic stuff. All pretty much, knee sleeves and belt for like everything. And those shoes for just about everything as well. And I also got some little tacky spray there. I like to put that on underneath my knee sleeves because, you get sweaty, they slide down, stuff like that happens. I got my liquid chalk there, which I really prefer now. I didn't used to like it, but I love it now. Got my Gatorades, I got some bands to warm up, and that's really all there is for this show. Oh, and I also have the Cerberus deadlift belt there. I know they call it deadlift belt, but I think it's way better for moving events. I have not used that belt once this prep. Not once. So it's only there as a last resort in case my belt fails for whatever reason. Let's hope not, of course. But it does not give me the same support that SBD belt does in any way. If it was like a long distance carry or a speed carry event, like maybe sandbag carry, maybe log for reps if it was super light. It's the only time I'd really use that belt. It's okay. It does a decent job for what it is, but it's not my preference. So going forward, I got all my stuff here. I'm going to put it all in my tiny little gym bag over there. And then I'm going to be ready to go for when we pull out tomorrow and head to the show. I think I mentioned before, rules meeting tomorrow at like 7, weigh-ins pretty much all day tomorrow. Got to check into the hotel sometime. I think it's after 4 I can check in. So we'll probably get there around that time. But I'm just ready to go. I'm always so anxious before this, but not in like a bad way. Let's just get there, let's do the job. And we prepped for this, so let's show it off. Work's done. Just got to, finish the job now. That's enough blabbering for me. I'm going to put this all in my bag, go get some food in me, pack up everything else, pack up all my extra clothes that I always do last second because I just don't really care that much. And then we'll be good to go. So I'll see you guys at Nationals most likely. See you then.